Here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 225 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
You know my guy on the other end.
And that fool Blazer, Ramon.
Man, you know who's here? Man, you know who we be.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Rejoice, bitches.
Rejoice.
We are all back together again. We separate, then we come back together. We're like fucking Kim and Kanye West. Except, no. Well, now they're officially split. Let's not do that.
Yeah, now they're done, son. Terrible.
Oh, man. Yes.
More like J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
Ooh,
Hey,
they're
J-Lo
going to
and
be
Ben
done
Affleck,
soon
yeah.
again, too, though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like I'm more like a guest host on this show than being an actual member.
Joining us this week is Johnny Quest.
Yeah. You be having things to do, and then things just happen, and
Things be happening.
it's all
Things
good.
do
We
be
always
happening.
come together like fucking Voltron in the end. So
There you
whatever, it's all good, man.
I appreciate
Let's see.
Voltron and not Power Rangers.
go. I would say Megazord. It probably just was a quick. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
I was going to let it go, but guess
It's
we'll.
a common thing to say Voltron, though, isn't it?
I think so.
Does he come
Yeah.
apart?
That's what I think.
Voltron
That's
comes
what I
apart?
thought.
Yeah.
It's the same. Okay.
Oh, yeah, same
I
concept.
mean, I would say, again, because I'm older, that when Power Rangers came out, I was like, what is this bullshit ass live action Voltron knockoff shit?
yeah.
And yeah, that's why I ain't watched that shit.
That's whack.
Power Rangers.
For one of many reasons.
Power Rangers was my shit. Remember the one where they it felt like Power Rangers, but it was on like circuit boards and shit like that?
Was it VR Troopers?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was VR Troopers, and then there was another one too,
damn,
starring
another one.
I mean, a different one.
Damn.
what was Joey Lawrence's brother? I forget. It was
Matt Lawrence?
There is a Matt Lawrence. I think he
there
has
is
two.
a
He has
Matthew
two other
Lawrence.
brothers.
Yeah.
Joey.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
Matt.
that's Matthew Lawrence. Yeah, the
Oh,
one
nice.
that was in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
I remember he had a show that would come on, every now and again. I forgot what channel it was on, but he was fairly young. But I remembered him from Mrs. Doubtfire, and for, just because we are who we are, right? I remembered who the fuck Joey Lawrence was.
Was it the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad?
That's the one. Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Oof.
Yeah, that shit was that was a wild show. That was a wild show. It was like the
can
Power
only
Rangers fought viruses on computers, and they get sucked into the computer, and then it'd be like a termite-looking monster, just like
That's a
smashing
bug.
shit.
They're like killing bugs. It was like a
Yeah.
big coding show. It was all just like teaching kids Python.
Yes,
Nice. Smart.
it was wild.
I don't know that I recall this. I'm looking at these
You were
these
older.
images
so
here.
you
Sounds
wasn't-
familiar.
if
but
you
I
wasn't
can't
fucking
picture
You're
with-
probably right.
if you wasn't fucking with Power Rangers, you definitely wasn't fucking with that.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
no.
true.
I wasn't fucking
Super
with Matt Lawrence.
Samurai,
Like
whatever. You weren't fucking with Matthew Lawrence? What was wrong with you? He was cool.
that. Nah, I was a Joey Lawrence kind of guy. I fucked with
Yeah,
Blossom.
for sure. Yeah, Blossom, heavy.
Whoa.
Here you go.
Whoa.
Whoa, this is fucking dipshit. Nah, I'm sure he's a cool dude. I don't got nothing against Matthew Lawrence.
What was with the floppy hair in the 90s, too? That
shit
split
fucked,
down the
bro.
middle? It
was-
did.
That's how,
I
that's how
used-
you
that was-
got
that was your
all
cut?
the pussy, son.
Dave
I was
I
has
just
that
tried.
set.
Nah,
I
my
could
hair
never
was
do
too
it.
thick for that. So I would, if I tried to cut it like that, it would just be like poof and out. Like I'd have like a mushroom
Right.
head, bro. It would have. Yeah, no, I couldn't. I wanted it like John Connor. I wanted that John Connor hair.
Yeah.
T2.
Yeah.
Like I thought, yo, if I get that haircut, the pussy's gonna come rolling in middle school.
Yeah.
And there was no pussy to be had, at all.
Yep. I used to want to be Corey Haim because I thought he was cool as hell. Luckily, I didn't end up like that guy.
You still can, son, if you really if you really want.
Oh man, no, I'm good. I'm good on that one. No, I don't want to be any of the Corys because Corey Feldman right now is insane.
Dead.
Have you seen that, Johnny? That he's going on tour right now.
No, but it doesn't shock me. Didn't he just like have a TV show and all this wild shit?
It was like Celebrity Rehab. What the fuck was he on?
He's been doing shit like that for a
No,
minute.
he's on tour.
But now what's he touring?
Like a music
he's
tour.
Performing? Like he's singing?
Yes,
You could say
he's
that.
dressed up. He's dressed up like Michael Jackson.
People call
He's
it
doing
singing?
all the fucking dance
Wait,
moves and
he
shit.
does what? He's dressed
dresses
up,
up
like
like
Michael
Michael-
Jackson?
Yes, he performs his Comeback King
That's awesome.
like 50 times. He does guitar solos that keep going after he lets go of the guitar. Oh, it's great.
Impressive.
That's
very-
hilarious.
Very impressive. He was on stage with Limp Bizkit. I sent that video to Dave.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo,
Wait, Limp
we got-
Bizkit is still performing?
They
been on
are.
tour, yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd fuck with a Limp Bizkit show.
I
Not
don't
if
know
Corey
that I
was
would
doing
know
his
more
Michael
than like
Jackson.
2 songs.
Nah, I fuck
Oh,
with Limp
I would know. I would know all the songs.
Really?
I don't think I
Oh,
know
I was
them
a
all,
big.
but I know
Limp
a good
Bizkit was
amount.
my shit.
Okay, so name beyond what? Nookie?
Nookie, yeah. And Together Now with Method Man was my shit.
Stuck.
Behind Blue Eyes.
Faith, Sticky Fingers.
I always forget the name of the fucking song, but they're like one
Break
of their most
Stuff?
favorite songs. Yeah, Break Stuff. There you go.
That was my shit for many years.
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
fuck with the show.
Yeah,
I thought the
sounds
Fred
like
Durst
y'all are
haircut
into
would
it.
get me some pussy in high school. There was no pussy to be
there was
had.
none. He had it all.
Fred
He
took
got
it all,
yeah,
dog. Fred took
he
it
took
all.
that pussy. There was none for Dave.
None.
Oh man. But anyway, yeah, Corey Feldman. He's performing all that shit, and they're performing their song, and he's on stage doing the Michael Jackson.
Yeah. It's
like
not
he
sad at all.
He looks nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because he
how
is.
y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Doing.
Just doing?
Doing.
That's it? That's all you got for the people?
Nah, we good. We good.
All right.
Not as good of a day as last Tuesday, but, you know, they can't all
That's
be
fair.
bangers. You know what I'm saying?
They can all be bangers. All right, cool. Yeah, I already gave my experience at the Ren Fair in the pre-show.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, subscribe for that if y'all want to hear that. Yeah, so then you want to get right to it?
Let's do it.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Dominoes.
Ba ba ba, fellas. I gave you one question that required a little bit of homework, but
You know we ain't do nothing with that,
I'm
homie.
bitch. I will. I'll close this motherfucking computer so fast. All right. First question. Easy question. How much money per year would it take for y'all to be a professional porn cuck? You're not fucking on camera. You're showing up to the Brazzers studio 40 hours a week, and you're sitting on that motherfucking couch pretending your wife or your girlfriend or your daughter's getting smashed. You might be berated. You might be yelled at. Or it could be a good time. Maybe you get a little over the pants action. You never know. What's that gonna run Brazzers per year to employ you as their cuck? And you're gonna be famous. You're like the Johnny Sins, but of cucking. So you're gonna be well known. They're gonna recognize you on the streets, dog.
This doesn't sound like a bad like the worst case scenario on this is like you accidentally get hit in the crossfire, and that's fucking terrible.
I mean, that's
fucking terrible.
collateral damage. That's part of the
collateral
gig,
damage
son.
that I don't want any parts of.
Factor that into
but-
the pay. At any point in your day,
Yeah,
you could
gotta
get
factor that
ejaculated
into the
on.
peg
So
because you like that has to get factored in.
no, I mean like right now. Any point in your day, somebody could just come up, shark you, bust on you, and take off. Like the dude that shot on the chick's leg in the Dollar Tree or wherever they were.
Now, I'm not trying to be podding with that shit being the furthest thing in my mind. Just like you're like, what
Oh,
the
just
fuck?
load come out of nowhere. Yo, that'd be the dopest gif. ever.
It would be so stupid. It'd be so gross. Let's see. But to just be the guy that's acting like a husband that's
Just
sitting
the
there
guy.
like,
Or maybe it's maybe you're the son. Maybe it's your mom getting banged out. Either way, you're playing your role.
Either way,
Yep,
you're the person sitting there watching someone else get some action.
Get some no action for you.
No action for me. What's the going rate for someone who is actually like acting in one of these? Like,
I honestly don't
Doesn't
even
matter.
know if they get paid, bro. I feel like they just grab whatever actors like on set and they're like, "Hey, sit in this chair and be the cuck."
no,
and they're like, "Cool."
No, I'm talking about like actual porn stars. You know what I mean?
No idea.
No. Like just like per scene?
Yeah, like what does a porn star make on average?
I think it depends on how dope you are. Like your Angela Whites are gonna make more than your up and comers for sure.
All right. So let's see. ZipRecruiter right now is has it anywhere between $14 and $30 an hour.
Oh.
Glassdoor.
I was gonna say, what does Glassdoor say?
49K to 92 a year.
A year?
Yeah, a year.
Okay.
All right, which isn't bad, right? So you got to factor in like, somewhere in there, and it's got to be something worth my while. So let's see.
Established male performers look like $300 to $1,500 per scene, depending on their experience. Top tier,
That's not a lot.
Johnny Sins, $2,000 or more per scene.
Damn, that's it. That's
That's why they
nothing.
fucking so much.
Gotta be.
Yeah. Booking
get it.
2 to 3 a day. I get that. Let's see. Since that is the amount, and this is the star, I don't know. It's not worth it. Because if the star is getting too, like, I understand being
the question
the
is,
star.
how much would you charge? So it's
Yeah,
how
what's
much
the-
would it
what's
take?
the
So
walk-
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the.
Don't worry about Johnny
average-
Sins. He's getting his money.
Yeah, he's getting.
Okay,
It's just
okay.
like what if they wanted you and they said we need Whack in the
Joaquin.
corner.
Yeah, we need you, dog.
We've
We
seen
need
you on the shroom commercials.
You got a cuck vibe. We
know
really
what-
fuck with it. How much, dog? Blank check.
It would have to be
Minimum.
to be at least I don't know, like 10K. 10K
per,
year?
per
No, per
recording.
Oh,
yeah,
per shoot.
per record. Yeah, not a year. Yeah, fucking 10K a year. I'm in.
That's
hired.
no. What, I need a yearly figure. Don't worry about the per scene. You're getting salary, dog. You're not getting a per scene. You're the salary cuck.
The salaried cock.
I get you. Yeah.
Put that down for app title. Salary cuck.
Let's see. I don't know. For the year, yeah. I guess like give me. I don't know, above 100K. Like, I mean, like, what did I say? I
Talk
said
about. You said
10,
10K per scene.
10K per scene. Yeah. I mean,
That's fucking. That's
Like
you're gonna be there
$10 million,
40 hours a week,
bro.
son, for a year. That's
Absolutely.
mad scenes.
absolutely.
All right, extrapolate that.
See, now you're asking for the year. Fuck.
Yeah,
I don't
just
know.
give
Now
me
you're
a year
trying to
number.
do
Don't worry
math,
about the
bro.
10K per scene.
Give me. I don't know. At that rate, I probably sign myself up for a good 200K a year.
200K. All right, that's a good number. I'll take it. I was gonna go way lower than that. I was gonna say 100K, dog. Give me 100K to be.
100K.
I'll pack my
there
lunch
too.
and
I was
shit.
there too, but I was like, oh, if it's by scene and you're giving me 10K a scene, I'll easily make more than 100K a year.
Nah. It ain't like that. Ain't like that. What's it gonna take, Johnny?
I mean,
Pack of
yeah.
scenes.
Why would I go any less? That's kind of where I was.
You were in the 200K range, 250.
Well, I mean, I'm allowed to do other jobs, or does this take up all my time?
I mean, yeah, outside of your 40 hours a week that you're putting in, sure, whatever other free time you have, like it's a 9 to 5, like you're boom.
Yeah, no, I mean 9 to 5 of sitting there watching someone else smash while I have to pretend to be upset seems like a lot of energy. Yeah. So yeah, I need at least 250. I also don't want to be recognized in the streets as the guy that's constantly getting cucked.
You got to factor that into the price, bro. You got to factor that.
That's not like a cool fame.
Like, hey, yo. Right, you're not like J-Mac where it's like, oh, my man. You're like,
right.
There's Johnny over there.
Oh, that's the dude. That's the dude. He's always
sits in the chair
getting. Nah, I'm
yeah.
good.
Hey,
at
man,
least 250.
You mind if I fuck your lady right quick? You want to watch?
Like, no,
I get real good at fighting real quick.
I would say 250 plus an OnlyFans.
You want your own OnlyFans?
I'd have my own OnlyFans somehow. And
what kind of
I would
own?
Leverage it into, I don't know. I would on my OnlyFans sit on cake while I sit in the corner.
Cuck other dudes. So then you bang their ladies to let everyone else know that.
Reverse cucking?
What?
Yeah.
Reverse cucking? Is that what that is?
That's gonna be your own.
That's a thing. That's out there. It happens.
I already know your OnlyFans handle. It'd be fuck the cuck.
Fuck the cuck. All right. 200, 250, 100K. Got it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Dave's a cheap whore.
Hey, cheap cuck. All right. Second question. What's the smallest inconvenience that could ruin your day? And it doesn't have to be like, crying all day like that. But, like it puts things off kilter and you're going to feel it for the most part or upset you in some way. I was curious what Johnny would say because I know most stuff just kind of rolls off of him. He doesn't really get heated like we get heated. So I'm curious what, if any, inconveniences would fuck your day up, Johnny.
That fuck my day up.
So we're starting with me?
Let's start with Johnny. Yeah.
Let's start with Johnny.
So I have two answers, I guess, to this one. One that is, I would say they're both real. One, I would say one is smaller of it, like a very small inconvenience that does kind of ruin my day, and one, is I guess a bigger inconvenience. I don't know. The sunglasses. That's one of them. If it's a sunny day and I forgot my shades at home, it irks me the rest of the fucking day. Like it will irk me the fuck out. Because I hate squinting. Yeah. And I get headaches from squinting because I don't want to say I'm very sensitive to sunlight, but sensitive enough that it's squinting the whole day, and then it's just annoying. It's harder to drive. It's harder to get around, and I can't stare at as many awesome boobs around the New York Manhattan area.
I get that. Yeah.
I get stared at.
Because you'll be looking, because you do the side eye when you got the glasses on. You can be like, and they don't even know
you
shit.
Can keep walking straight or follow them with the eye.
I never really fucked with sunglasses till I got to California and started driving. The sun is really, really brutal.
I can imagine. Yeah.
No, that's a good one. What was your bigger one?
My other one is busting a nut. If I don't bust a nut in the morning, whether that's through traditional methods or handheld methods,
manual or automatic,
manual or automatic, it fucks with my day. It's like, the routine is off. The routine is off. Something needs to happen.
So there's a daily nut busted, regardless.
Yeah.
We learn something new every week, son.
Word.
Damn. I gotta try that out.
So I store
when
these.
that nut
That's
gets
why I
out,
missed these episodes. So
he's like, so I can get that nut out.
Store
I didn't
these
have my
gems.
nut that day. I was off, so I'm sorry. I can't record tonight,
Sorry,
guys.
I
I ain't
can't be
bust
here,
today. Like, bitch, get your ass in the bathroom and go rub one now, right quick. Fuck, Block, what you got?
I guess for let's see, minor inconveniences. I'm being told that I have to do something last minute. Really fucks with me. Like,
Yeah.
Because
Because how your day's gonna go before the night. Like, this is what I gotta do, and then when something throws something in, it's like fuck.
I'm not, I'm not a very organized person by any means. So it's not like I'm, militant with my time and I know exactly what I'm doing. It's more along the lines of if I'm counting on coming home and just chilling and just relaxing, but then now it's, no, you gotta go do this. It's not even like could you?
Right.
It's like, all right.
You gotta go to Walmart, get the kids some swimming shorts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to go. Like, that shit irks the fuck out of me, bro. It really does, and it fucks with me for a good while. I gotta let that shit, it simmers, and it's just like,
right, because then you just get more heated about it the more you think about it. And if you just rolled off and you're like, all right, cool, I'll just do it, it'd be like whatever. But you get heated about that shit like inside your head.
Yeah, it's like the disrespect, yo. It's like, what the fuck, It's not like something simple like a store.
Doing all day,
right?
Right. So, like, if I know, like, okay, the kid's got to do this at this time, like, all right, well, I know that I have to do that. But, like, an example, I guess, is, like, if this was the day that, like, my girl decided that she's going to this big-ass task, right? Instead of planning, saying, hey, we're going to do it on this day so that we can bang it out, blah, 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 blah. No, it's just, like, I felt the inspiration to do it now. And so I'm doing it right now, and that's the moment that I walk home from, or that I walk in the door from work, and I'm looking forward to just like at least sitting down for a little while, relaxing or something. Yeah. Nope. We just jump. We're jumping into, moving furniture and doing all this stuff to then, rearrange the carpet and like shit like that. It's just like, yo, why right now?
Right now.
But you can't say that. So then it's like, all right, and then that shit just stews.
And then you stew about it.
You just
stew it.
Yeah.
Stew pickles over here.
Shit like that.
Oh, all right. Yeah. No, that's legit. I hate that shit too. I didn't even think about it. Mine started when I was a kid, and if I would sleep through my alarm or wake up late, and then like you have to start rushing to get ready and to get to school or to get to work. And then I feel like I'm in a fucking, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Is my shit like that throws my whole shit off. Cause it's kind of like you said, like last minute shit where it's not planned or thrown at me. It's like I did it to myself, but it still throws everything off. And I still like have dreams where like I miss the bus or I'm late for school, and like 3 times a week I have a dream that like I'm in school. I'm in my high school and I'm trying to get to a class because I have a test or a final or something stupid like that. And no matter where I walk, I know that school like the back of my hand. I cannot get to that fucking class, bro. And it fucks my shit up every fucking time. So yeah, sleeping past the alarm, or just, being a kid and like your mom coming in your room freaking out because you overslept and missed the bus. And now she's got to take you to school and shit. And it's just a whole fucking thing.
It's a thing now.
Yeah.
I get you.
Just thinking about it makes me fucking...
like he's pissed right now.
I got pissed from the emu leg, bro. I've been pissed since that. Y'all can subscribe if you want to know what the fuck we're talking about, because that shit was stupid. All right. I'm sorry, the emu is just stupid. All right, last question. Very, very random. I wanted us to kind of spitball. I could have sent this as a little prep. Think about it. I wanted to kind of talk through this.
right.
There's a deathmatch arena. Okay, so picture big ass arena, some objects and whatnot. You have 4 teams. Yeah, let's get it on. Mills Lane. First team, 3 decked out Navy SEALs. Second team, 300 Spartans. That's a lot of Spartans. Third team, 25 early 1900s Texas Rangers. So, Winchester rifles.
Sure.
And then you have a Napoleonic platoon of 40 of Napoleon's soldiers. So 3 Navy SEALs, 300 Spartans, 25 Texas Rangers, 40 Napoleonic soldiers. Who's coming out on top?
Oh, this is a tough one.
It is.
Access to
tough one.
all existing weapons within their area.
Yes, within their
Yes,
eras. Yes,
yes.
they all
Yep.
are fighting with what they would have had back in their time.
I am leaning towards the 300 Spartans.
300. I honestly was thinking that myself. That's
Well,
just pure numbers.
Sure, yeah. Well, pure numbers, and they are all in it, ready for death. Like, they are coming at you, and they are not stopping. So just off of the numbers alone, and knowing that about Spartans,
Sure.
I would go that route. Now, the thing where it's like, I think that 300 Spartans could definitely take out, even with like them not having guns, they would take out how many Texas Rangers? How many you said? 30?
25.
25 Texas Rangers
That have rifles.
that have rifles. I think they would spear the fuck out of them from a distance, bro. Like, they would take out a few, but not enough.
Yeah, they get marked.
The only real ones that are kind of wild to me, I know by sheer numbers, it's kind of wild, but the Navy SEALs, right?
Yeah.
The 3 Navy SEALs, because, and to me, it's like 3 Navy SEALs, 3 tactical motherfuckers
Yep.
that just, they could fucking take them motherfuckers down from a distance they wouldn't even know.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, sniping them. They wouldn't even have to be on the level playing field there, you know?
Right.
They would have all of the advantages, all the weapons to allow them to take them out in groups. It's going to be a long night.
It's going to be a crazy fight. Huh?
Yeah,
That shit was on
it's gonna be a
pay-per-view. I'm
long-
fucking peeping it for sure.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's where I'm like, could 3 Navy SEALs take out 300 Spartans?
It's an excellent question.
Yeah, they might be able to.
I feel like
They might be able to.
you
know what?
I'm pushing for the SEAls. I'm leaning
I think I
SEALs.
am too. I think I'm leaning towards the SEAls.
Because the Spartans, I mean, they have their shields and whatnot. None of that is bulletproof. So the
Yeah.
SEALs are popping right through whatever bronze or bullshit that they have. They might catch a spear or something.
If
but
the
like,
Spartans figure out where they are and they come at them,
like
they
just
would-
pure numbers, just running at them, fucking hacking and shit.
Yeah. But
But that's
I
not how
feel like-
Spartans fight, though. Spartans, they form. Remember 300? They form like their
Yeah,
shields.
yeah.
They get the big block and shit. Like I doubt they would do that. But if they did, if they were stupid like that, then I think the SEALs just fucking pop.
But that's my point. Is like, I don't think even if they did that, like those shields that they had, like you said, they're not fucking bulletproof. And Spartan and the SEALs have
I got
access.
sidearms too.
to
I mean,
all-
they're not even.
Well, I'm just saying they just have access to all the the latest technology, right?
Yeah.
That's automatic weapons. That's fucking what are them shits on the fucking?
The fucking night vision and shit. Like
They
they're
have
strapped.
fucking Yeah, they have fucking Humvees with big ass, you know. Like,
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to have 50 cals. They're going to be in an
okay,
arena.
okay,
They're just
okay,
going to,
okay.
they're going to be three
Yeah.
dudes that have what they can carry on them. So, a normal Navy SEAL loadout, which is still
Gotcha. Okay.
badass.
It is badass. I'm just saying, I don't know. If it's just a loadout that's on them, they may not.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
they
we're
run out
taking
of ammo,
300.
dog. If they're, if they're just
Yeah,
spraying
they're
all
fucked.
wild, so
They're
they're not
fucked.
going
They
full
can't.
auto.
Nah,
they can't.
They can't.
Johnny,
Once
you're
they- once
pondering
they run
over
out
there.
of-
What you
Once
thinking,
they run
dog?
out of ammo, they're fucked.
Exactly.
What was the other one besides the Rangers?
The 40 Napoleonic troops. So Napoleon soldiers.
No, I'm thinking the SEALs as well.
Except fucking
Okay.
dudes.
Mostly because of grenades.
Sure. Yeah, them grenades
yeah,
take out a
grenades,
big
yeah.
chunk of that 300. But I mean, 300 is a lot of dudes, bro. Like, imagine you having to take on
is.
100 dudes.
I mean, it's basically 100 dudes per
Yeah,
Navy SEAL.
per SEAL.
They can strike from a distance with long-range weapons, and they have explosives that can take out 20 dudes at a time.
Sure. They could work their way through 250 dudes. Then their
think
ammo
by
is
the
expelled,
time-
and there's 50 soldiers left. 3 Spartans.
That's kind of where I think they could easily knock out enough of them or impair enough of them from a distance that by the time they get up on them, there's not that many left. And
They just go
again,
hand to hand.
with
They just start
rifles-
doing Navy SEAL shit.
I mean, they still have rifles up front. They have pistols.
Yeah, sidearm.
Just they'll have their M14. They'll have their at least 2 pistols, and maybe a long range rifle.
And them grenades.
One of them could be a long range shooter, sniper, etc. I mean, I don't think that it could be too difficult, just because of technology.
Yeah.
Trumps it.
Technology
and,
wins.
And
We think-
everything else that you said, I don't even think about the night vision goggles, but yeah, then you just like wait until
Yeah.
the sun sets and you start murdering.
Yeah,
niggas
you're in
in
an
the
arena.
middle
It's
of their
inside.
sleep.
It's a kill arena. So you're probably not going to be able to use those. But if for whatever reason the power went out, I wouldn't want to be all those other dudes.
That's true.
So are we all
It's
going
an
SEALs?
arena
Is that-
with electricity.
Yeah, I was picturing it like a dome arena. Yeah, it's
I was thinking more like a coliseum.
like a coliseum. Okay, no, that's a good one. Yeah, in the coliseum, definitely. Like you're gonna fucking wait. I'm gonna hide until the sun goes down, bro. Start using my night
Right.
vision. Facts. All right, SEALs. SEALs it is. That's the general consensus.
That's the first. Is this the first time we all agree? Maybe not the first time, but the first time in a long time.
First time in a long time, for sure.
Yeah, first time in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
SEALs will fuck them up.
that was tres cuestiones, señores.
Trace.
All right. Well then, let's see. Do you have something you absolutely have to start with, Johnny?
Absolutely have to start with news related. I'm assuming.
Sure.
I have nothing I absolutely have to start with. I mean, unless you guys care about your social security number being hacked.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty shitty. What's going on there?
Apparently, a hack group known, I think, as like DOD or US DOD, something like that, which is
Oh,
crazy
shit.
because
They sound dangerous.
there's an actual DOD. They hacked the National Public Database, which sounds like it's a government organization, but not. It's one of these data hoarders. But they had 2.4 billion people's information, including personal information such as social security number and address. So if that's
Like
a thing that you care about,
full social.
full social, yeah,
Damn, not even just the last 4.
not even the last
Oof.
yeah. The full on nut bust.
Ash
Credit
got
cards
an
are
alert.
open in your name.
Ash got an alert
Mortgages
from,
open in your name.
from some. Good luck.
Yeah. If you can get something, please put me on.
I'm trying
Share
to buy
it.
that house right quick.
Share it.
Share it.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
if you could help me out, matter of fact, steal my social security number.
Steal my
and just make sure you pay shit off on time, and we can work on this together.
Good looks.
We'll share this bitch.
No, just steal it so I can claim fraud on all the shit I actually did. That's all I want.
Is that fraud?
Like, who bought a Tesla? The fuck y'all talking about?
It's a fraudulent fraud claim.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Who
My
bought
favorite
this
kind.
Tesla?
Who bought this? What? No.
Man.
That's shitty.
Yeah, so that's a thing. I guess if that's a thing you care about, you should probably look at one of those.
Is there anything we can do to like protect ourselves? Like,
I'm sure there is. I don't know exactly what.
It's not like a password. You can't change your social security number so that nobody has it.
Right. I mean, I guess you can, get one of those like LifeLock type things.
Oof, that's for boomers, bro. I can't fuck with one of those.
Yeah.
I protect my own shit.
You can always freeze your credit. So that's free. Everyone, you can go to the 3 credit agencies. And if you have no plans on buying anything large, anything that requires a credit check anytime soon,
Yeah.
just freeze your credit. No one else can use it.
That's a pro tip. Tip.
So just remember to
Unfreeze
you have
it.
to. Well, no. Remember, yes. Eventually, don't forget to unfreeze it when you apply for shit in the future. And it's not always like something like buying a house, right? Like I think I had frozen my dad's credit many years ago, and then we were just trying to get like fiber internet service in his house, and you had to go through a credit check. And it was like, yeah, no, you failed. And I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, oh, shit, I forgot I froze his credit like 7 years ago.
Shit.
So what you want to remember is the username and password that you set up when you created those freeze accounts.
Otherwise.
So, yeah, use the, 1Password or LastPass or the new Passwords app on iOS if you're an iPhone user, which most likely you are if you listen to us. Because 7 years from now you might actually want to unfreeze your credit and you'll want to remember that information, because I don't think they give you like a reset password link. It's usually not like that. So yeah, you reach out. Equifax, what is it? Experian and TransUnion. They all have the ability to freeze your credit through their website for free.
Good call.
Nice.
Good call.
Dope.
Sweet.
PSA of the day.
PSA of the day.
Responsible.
For gamer news, popular old school video game is being. It was announced that it's being remade, and that's Max Payne parts 1 and 2 are being remade by Remedy and Rockstar.
When you say remade, is that like a remaster? Is it rebooted? What kind of remake are we talking about?
From the article that I read, it says they are remakes, not remastered versions of 1 and 2.
Okay.
So more like a reboot, like they're going through with a new Max Payne.
Yeah, new Max Payne.
We were just talking about
probably
Max
going
Payne on the show not that long ago, right?
Were we?
I think so. We were talking about like different noir games and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. Max Payne came up.
Yeah. Max Payne was dope though. I did
dude,
Max
that
Payne,
bullet time was fucking insane when that shit dropped, bro. Like PS1, him like you're crunching like painkillers and diving downstairs, shooting 80 dudes in the face, bro. That shit was fire.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be made by Rockstar, so I'd imagine it's gonna be pretty dope.
Should be dope.
Come on.
Should be
You guys
dope.
remember Max
That
Payne?
Marky Mark
I think
movie
it was
was
3.
terrible.
Oh yeah, that was garbage,
that was
bro. That was trash. We don't even. I've pushed that out of my mind, honestly. But do you guys remember Max Payne 3, where he was like bald and he had the beard and it looked more realistic than any of the other Max Paynes? Like it was way newer. I want to say it was like PS3 it dropped on.
I want to say that as well. Yeah,
But it looked
PS3.
insane, like for PS3. Even like I watched some video of it on like a YouTube short not too long ago. Someone was talking about it. I would like to go back and play it, but there's no like backwards compatibility for it. So it's really, unless you have like a PS3 and the copy, like you're really not gonna play it at all.
When did that drop? And that was made by Rockstar.
Absolutely, yeah.
All the
that
Max
was a big
Payne's are
deal.
Rockstar, aren't
Yeah. Yeah, Rockstar owns Max Payne, or at least the latest one definitely was. But the first two, I don't know if Rockstar was
No, I don't believe so.
even going hard like that back then.
2012 was when Max Payne 3 dropped.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't remember if I played this one at all.
Oh, bro. You were like in
I'm
Miami. It had like a semi-tropical setting, bro. Oh, it was fire. Same like bullet time mechanics there, like as the other ones.
I'm sure
but
I
just
must have
doper
played
looking.
it then. Yeah, no, that looks pretty dope.
Yeah,
I'd fuck with that.
hell yeah. Give me an iOS version.
So then I definitely fuck with Max Payne 1 and 2 being remade in this fashion.
Hell yeah. It's about
Yeah.
time for some Max Payne.
And you said this new remake was both Remedy and Rockstar?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean it's the same team then, because the first
Nice.
two were developed by Remedy, published
Okay.
by Rockstar,
Oh, okay.
and then
So
Max
Rockstar
Payne
did publish
3 was Rockstar Studios took over
They're like, yeah, we got this, bro. We're good.
when they
we'll take it
acquired
from
the
there.
rights, and they must have either sold back the rights to Remedy or something, and now they're working on it together. Maybe they bought Remedy at this
Yeah.
point, and
Fucking A. Maybe they're just fucking paying them on the cheap to get this shit back up and running.
Word.
Yeah. I'd be down for that.
Hell yeah.
Completely
That's dope.
revise a 1 and 2. Let's see. Yeah, because like even on Remedy's site, it says that they are remaking the original. It says Remedy Entertainment will remake the iconic Max Payne and Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, as a single title in development agreement with Rockstar. So it's going to remake part
it's
1
gonna
and
be
part
the
2
same.
in a single game.
interesting. So it'll be the same story, but just remade with
Completely remade.
completely new
Like a
assets.
reboot
Updated
of the same
everything.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that could be
That's
fire.
yeah,
That could be fire.
that
I'd
could
fuck
fuck.
with it.
I bet you it'll still drop before GTA 6.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
be mad at it. I'd be like, all right, give me something to fuck with before GTA comes out. Just distract me a little bit.
We got Limp Bizkit and the Comeback King on stage before Max Payne 6 or
Facts.
GTA 6.
What y'all
Yeah, we
think
did.
about this shit? In Massachusetts, they've recently been passing some laws in different districts that prevent. So this is tobacco related. Tobacco sales for anyone born in the 21st century. So like you can't even. Doesn't matter. Like if you were born in the 21st century, doesn't matter if you're over 21, you still can't buy tobacco. Like it's just illegal for you in general.
Okay.
So it's like phasing out tobacco is what they're attempting to do. Now it's limited to like different, villages, counties, and cities or whatever. But I guess the state Supreme Court in Massachusetts has kind of there was appeals, and they've basically been like, no, yeah, they're allowed to do that. They're their own village. If they want to ban
Like
that, they
some
can do
sell
that.
cannabis and some
Yeah,
cannot.
exactly.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess I'm cool with that. It's not like it's like a hard, nowhere you can't get it anywhere.
Well, I
Like
mean, so to be fair, correct, that's true. Like right now, but that's how it is.
sets
However,
a precedent where it's
it sets the
slippery
precedent,
slope.
and apparently Massachusetts is also the first. And I didn't even know this because I don't really buy tobacco, and I'm old as fuck.
Word.
But apparently, Massachusetts was, or one of these, in a similar way, one of these villages, counties, or whatever, was the first place in the country to make tobacco purchases 21 and over. And apparently 21 and over is the national law now, or not national law, but like everywhere you can't buy cigarettes unless you're 21. Is that
I
a
didn't
thing?
know that. I didn't know that. No, I thought it was still
Oh.
18.
I could have swore it was
no, yeah.
18, but
Yeah, no, I remember because I was working at a smoke shop when that law went into play, and people who were buying shit just yesterday
Can no
were
longer.
coming in, and it was just like, nope, it just switched to 21.
Yeah. So even in New York, it's the
Really?
same thing. 21
Yeah.
for tobacco.
Yep.
So yeah, so I guess it's like pretty much oh no, yeah, it's I guess a federal law.
Yeah.
Federal law was signed into effect December 20th of 2019, raising the age of tobacco from 18 to 21. And so it started in a small village like this, right? And eventually everyone started adopting it. It became federal law, and now it's 21 and over, right? And so it could very well be that, you know, small little areas around the country start saying, yeah, you know what, tobacco is only for the boomer generation, or, you know, millennials and older rather. But if you're Gen Y or younger, you're fucked. You can never buy tobacco in your life.
I don't think I'm for that. I don't like. I mean, originally, I guess when it was just like
It's kind of like slowly making tobacco illegal, right?
That's like
phasing tobacco into illegality.
I'm not for the government getting up in your shit like that. That seems excessive to me.
Don't tread on me.
You know, if you want to turn 21 and go fucking buy a cigar because you just had a fucking kid, or, you know, celebrating something, you should absolutely be able to do that. So I'm for the age limit, 21. Fine, shit, make it 25. But to say that, you know, you cannot buy, who the fuck are you to tell me what I'm a grown ass man. I'll fucking smoke a cigarette if I want. Smoke a cigar, roll a blunt if I want. Like,
I mean, you could shoot heroin if you want. It's just
sure.
where do you buy it?
Yeah.
hey, yeah, no, I mean, an illicit tobacco market. That's
It sounds
stupid.
like that's what they're trying to
it
create,
sounds like that's
right?
what they want, bro. Like they
It's
lost
just
the
black
war on
market.
drugs. Now they want to lose a war on tobacco as well. Sounds great.
Yeah, I'm not a big tobacco.
I'm not either.
advocate,
I don't
so
fuck
it's
with
just
tobacco
like,
anymore.
whatever.
But still, if you want to, do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
That's
fair.
not. I'm not your
yeah,
fucking dad.
I mean, that's been going on for a while though, because I remember my dad telling me when he used to get pissed off. It was with the drinking though. He said, you know, I couldn't wait till I turned 18 to have a drink, and you know, and then
And
I,
they made it 21.
just as I was turning 18, they made it 21. I was like, fuck.
I would have
You
been
know?
heated, bro. I would have been heated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that video of the Hicks down south, fucking when they.
Oh, the
dude
seatbelt
that,
law or the
yeah,
drinking and was it seatbelt
No, it
or
was
drinking
the
and driving?
It was the drinking and driving law.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
like you get out of work, you can't even crack a cold beer in your car
On the way home.
on the way home.
What
to
is
unwind.
this government telling us?
You can't even crack a beer on your way home.
I mean, I get it,
Yo,
bro,
swear to
but come
God,
on.
This was in the 80s. Like, it's mad old.
Yeah.
They
I
were
remember
dead
that.
ass serious. It's so wild to think of that now, right? But same shit, man. Same shit. They phase that shit out. We'll be the ones that are complaining and
can't
crying
smoke
about
a
it,
cigarette
and
on the corner anymore. It's
then
this world
my
coming
kids would
to.
just be like, my kids would just be like, "What? You actually smoked cigarettes? Those are fucking gross."
Ew, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, I think the thing is, right, I agree with you in a way. I don't know where I stand
Yeah,
on
to a
this,
certain
basically.
extent. Yeah.
Because I agree with you on the, you know, you shouldn't, like people should be able to do what the hell they want with their bodies, right? In a very libertarian, don't tread on me kind of way, right? Do whatever drugs you want. If you want to kill yourself, it is what it is. People just look at you know, tobacco and alcohol as kind of like these not dangerous things because they've been accepted for so long. And so, like, the thing with tobacco, right, it's like the leading cause of death in the U.S., like way more than automobile accidents and stuff. I think it's something like 4 to 500,000 people a year in the U.S. alone die from smoking related diseases like heart disease and cancer and stuff.
Sure.
And so the question, I guess, becomes more like, should it be legal to buy tobacco, or tobacco related products? Like, that's kind of, I think, where it gets to. Should this be legal at all? But let's not ruin the days of people that are already fucking addicted to it, right? Like, you're already addicted to it, you're already stuck with it. Fine, keep killing yourself if you want to. But for future generations, it should it be even legal for them to cop tobacco? Like, should that be a legal business? Is what it kind of it seems like the argument is boiling down to, if they're doing it in that way. And I don't know where I stand. Obviously, I'm pretty anti-tobacco for the most part.
For sure.
New York wants weed, right?
Yeah.
I'm a cannabis advocate. If you're going to smoke something, let it heal you somewhat versus just completely destroy you.
What about when the cannabis studies come out and they're like, oh, it's causing cancer, we better shut these dispensaries? What about that re-up? What
They're
about
already
that
saying
re-up?
shit
I feel like they've been killing people out here,
there
bro.
hasn't
Let's
been
kill them.
enough research in the area. I mean, I would say the research
you set
been...
set the tobacco precedent. Cannabis is next.
Yeah, well, 50 years from now,
I
shut
saw
us
After he gets his
articles
bread,
already
he's
about
out.
that
down.
shit.
Let me get my money
Let me
first,
get my
though.
bread and then I'm out. Philip Morris over here.
I've already seen articles about that where they're trying to spread the fact that cannabis is, it's harmful.
Linked to
and it's
heart
causing-
disease
Yeah, it's
and-
linked to this and that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, since when?
I mean,
You know?
again, there hasn't been enough research, so we will find out new things. But with all research, it has to be vetted, and people have to, make
Take it with a grain of salt.
I mean, not necessarily take it with a grain of salt. Like it's a study of 350 people. It's a good study, sure.
Sure. But
with
350,000 people would be better.
Exactly. There's been enough studies with tobacco and alcohol over the 100 years of documented usage that we have a good idea for sure what's going on there, and we're just starting to find out what's really happening in the cannabis space. So I'm sure there'll definitely be some negative shit that'll pop out because that's how it be.
Right. Sure.
But you weigh those pros and cons, and eventually, yeah, in a peaceful utopian society, people won't be doing any drugs, right?
Oh, that sounds like a
Right.
boring society. I don't like that.
I mean, it's unlikely because we're humans and we hate our lives no matter how awesome they are.
Amen.
Excuse me.
But cheers to that.
All right. Yeah. Cheers to that. Salud, fellas.
For sure.
And I'm
You
a
had
Papa's
another
in
one,
just,
or?
just in honor of that.
Oh, good looks. Shit. If mine weren't in the whip, I would snag one too.
No, I don't. I mean, I have no more news. I have some Hollywood stuff. If you want to get into that, if you have anything else, jump into it.
I have a transitional Hollywood news story, but before that, I didn't catch this, but I know Dave did, so I did want to hear about Daffy Duck last night talking to the senior Trump and Elon were on Twitter Spaces last night. Couldn't even think of something good to call
that's
Musk.
okay.
Yeah, tell me a little bit how this turned things.
So the plan originally was going to be a mass Twitter blackout at 8 p.m. Eastern when the actual interview started, just as like kind of a fuck you to Elon.
Yeah.
That didn't happen because the interview didn't start at 8 as it was supposed to. Elon claimed there was a DDoS attack. that prevented him, even though the Twitter
Was that
servers.
the blackout? Was that the mass blackout?
I mean, pretty much, yeah. I'm hoping it was like anonymous fucking with him. But, multiple people also said a DDoS attack would have taken down Twitter in general.
Yeah, it
as
was like
opposed
only
to
his space.
yeah,
Right?
only the Donald Trump space was DDoS attacked somehow. I'm not super smart when it comes to that stuff, so I won't pretend like I know. But that seemed sus to begin with. But eventually it started up, and you get the little alerts at the top of your app saying, "Oh, there's a space open, something's going on." So out of curiosity, I was like, let me just click on this and see what the fuck these assholes are saying. And obviously I click it and it's Trump immediately. You hear his stupid fucking voice, it. And I noticed immediately that he had the craziest lisp that I have ever heard. And I've heard that asshole speak a lot. So I know what the fuck he sounds like, what kind of bullshit he spews. And this was his bullshit added with a lisp. So I immediately was like, is anyone listening to this Trump shit? Like, he's clearly something's up here, dude. Like, it's mad weird. I didn't get an explanation as to why he had that lisp going on, but like news outlets picked it up. Multiple stories were posted about it today. I don't know if they got to the bottom of it, but the part where I jumped into the Elon and Trump conversation basically was them talking about how they would fire employees that were threatening to go on strike, which is crazy illegal and not okay at all. So there was like a union organization I saw today that was actually formally bringing charges against these fucking assholes. The UA, what is UA? Do you know what UAW is?
United Auto Workers.
United Auto Workers. Thank you. Who were like, yo, what the fuck are they saying? Like, this is the craze. So on top of the lisp, you had just illegal bullshit that was being spewed. Not, a fact checker said there was at least 20 things he counted, that Trump was bullshit about, which is probably on the low end. No surprise at all. I've never heard the guy speak a fact or talk about a policy at all. It's all hate and nonsense that he spews. But just that, that 2 minutes that I was privy to that chat was just fucking amazing, dude. It was so, just to hear him sound like I was hoping he was like sick or something was going on, and people would call for him to drop out like Biden, like that sort of thing. Obviously I've seen a little bit of that, but I don't know what the fuck. Did you get to the bottom of the lisp at all, Johnny?
No.
Did you hear it? Did you listen to any snippets? Anything?
Very, very brief snippets, and what I heard, like, oh yeah, no, he definitely sounds off. I don't know if it was just poor audio, like sometimes like the compression on like talking on a Twitter space or whatever. Like
Elon didn't have a lisp.
Agreed. I think I saw someone, I didn't actually see the clip, but I either read or I saw someone saying that there were video recordings of Trump like in the room where Trump was.
Yeah.
Not from the Twitter space.
Yeah.
And that those sounded normal. So they were like, it must have been like a, he was on dial up or something. But I don't know. It could have been his mic. Could be anything. He's also, 78 years old. And
could be the old ticker.
It could be a lot of things, It could be a lot of things.
I love the fact that now we don't have Sleepy Joe for him to for him to punch down on,
beat
right?
up
so
on,
now
so now it's on him, right? It's like he's the old dude. He's the one out of touch.
He's Sleepy Don. That's what we've been calling him on Twitter, Sleepy Don.
Yep. So now he's the one that's the butt of the joke because he's the old fuck.
Oh,
yeah. Man, the just to wrap up a political corner here, the other things that have happened, I think since the last time I was here, at least, I don't know, I'm expecting the audience to talk about. So there was the most recently, just the fact that Kamala Harris is now the presumptive nominee, and by Thursday when this show drops, she will be the nominee. And it's fucking killing Trump. Like it's destroying him. His
You didn't listen to
campaign
last
has
week?
gone
You didn't
low.
listen to the episode last week?
Just a little bit.
You didn't listen to the episode, you motherfucker.
Um,
Barely anyone did. I apologize for the technical difficulties on the very late drop. But anyway.
But yeah, so the most recent claim by Trump is that Kamala's using AI to
Enhance her
generate
crowds.
crowd size of people that were not there at all, even though
Yeah.
there were literally thousands of people there that recorded
Yeah.
their experience. The man sounds like a deranged lunatic now, and I just
sounds
really
like-
don't understand how anyone can listen to this dude and just not catch the derangedness of it.
Even Jesse Ventura. You sent us that
Yes.
thing earlier. Fucking
Yes.
Jesse
Of
Ventura,
all
bro.
fucking people,
of
bro.
all people. He's
Jesse
like, yo, Trump
and
is
I had to
wild.
look 3 times to make sure that was the official Jesse Ventura Twitter account,
Yep.
and it wasn't some like parody shit. But
Right.
even Jesse Ventura was like, if I'm voting for Kamala and Waltz, and I'm against this Donald Trump, JD Vance ticket, just imagine how far off they have to be. Which that's how you. First off, the self-awareness of Jesse Ventura to know that he's a nut.
Yeah.
And then to let you know that he's well aware of how dumb this fool is. I saw this. I think it was on the Daily Show last night. Jon Stewart had a bunch of clips of back in like before and afters of Trump and the things that he was saying about Joe Biden and then the things that he's saying about Kamala, and he would play them like one back to back, and it was literally the same exact thing, and all he's doing is swapping out Biden for Kamala, but he's saying literally word for word, he's using the same exact lines about he's just incompetent, and then the next was like she's just incompetent, and it was like it's the most lowest IQ ever in a president, the most lowest IQ ever in a vice president. Like he's word for word doesn't know how to come up with new things, and is just repeating the same fucking lines and swapping her name in there. I thought that was just hilarious.
That's
Last
Par
week
for the
we
course.
briefly talked about just how we were feeling much more optimistic as opposed to right after Trump was shot at in Pennsylvania. It seemed like, oh fuck, here we go. Like this is what gives him that push, and like from
Right.
that to now, and seeing the support behind Kamala and the money that she's raising, and the just the downward spiral of Trump and his campaign, where even like his people are anonymously talking to news sources and being like, yeah, this isn't great, shit's fucking not good, what the fuck's happening.
I like that at least some important people are waking the fuck up.
Right.
Like, just come on. Again, I've said it many times that I'm trying not to judge people. I'm trying to figure out, like, why would this person, vote for this guy? And I really try to just like put myself in their shoes and realize that, most folks pick one thing to focus on and just ignore the rest. Mm-hmm. And that's it. But it's just so crazy. I shared it with you, right? I think I shared it with Dave. For some reason, I didn't send it to the group chat. But it was my boy Tizzy Entertainment. You know I fuck with him when it comes to like certain shit. Certain news that he comes out with, and he had connected the dots. He pulled the receipts that Trump that he's actually flying Epstein's plane, his private jet.
Yeah, that's right.
yo, like he was like, yeah, and I can see like these numbers don't match, but you know what you can't change is the serial number. And right here, if you look it up on the registration, the legal registration, it's the same exact serial number. And like people just ignore shit like that. And to me, it's like, yo, if nothing else, right? Nothing else. Whatever, politics, whatever. But if this man, right, who claims that he did not know who Epstein was, yet his name was on the documents, multiple times. Mm-hmm. It's been proven that he left, like he would call him at 3 a.m. and leave messages for him. And if you don't believe that, it was, you can look it up, but there was a woman who incriminated or who sent accusations, and filed legal documents, sending them both to court together, saying that Epstein and Trump fucking assaulted her and forced her into having sexual acts by way of, threatening her family and shit when she was 13 years old. Mm. And so, these are criminal charges that were pressed against both of them.
Yeah.
Against both of them. So, like, in any other case, most people, if you are accused of some shit like that,
cancel.
That shit will follow you for the rest of your fucking life. Doesn't matter if you are guilty, not guilty. They won't care. That is following you. But for this asshole, it's just like, you can't prove it. I asked, what's his name? Colin Robinson about that shit.
Oh,
He's
no.
like, yeah, but do you have the documents? Can you
prove he fucked that 13-year-old?
Yeah,
if you can't,
if there are no,
that's my president.
Can you prove he fucked the couch?
Yeah, if there are no documents like that, it's just, and I'm like, man, you believe whatever the fuck you want to. At the end of the day, man, let's not put a fucking
start mining Bitcoin on Colin Robinson's shit. Fuck that dude. This is a scumbag.
Oh man. I mean, this is, remember, we're talking about this. This guy just is incapable of like just saying things and
a truth,
knowing if they're real or not, right?
Sure.
He just recently had a press conference and claimed that he was on a chopper with Willie Brown, the former mayor of San Francisco, and before the chopper went down, because it also almost crashed, Willie Brown told him how much he, hated Kamala Harris, who he had previously dated, and Willie Brown was like, I laughed. I think the quote was, I laughed when I heard that, and I just assumed that it was another black person, and he just thinks that we all look alike. Because he's like, I've never been on a helicopter with this dude in my life. And then there was a LA council person, a former LA city council person in the 90s who was like, I was on a helicopter with Donald Trump in the 90s that almost crashed. And I happen to be black, but I don't live in San Francisco, and I was never the mayor, and my name is not Willie Brown. So I don't know where the hell this shit came from. Oh man, dude,
it's almost comical, dude. Once Kamala wins, I'm gonna reflect on all this bullshit.
He was at the black journalist thing the other week, and was talking about how Kamala just became black. Mm-hmm. This
audible gasps from the audience.
Total sense. Like you're in a room full of black people, and you think
he thinks that's gonna curry him favor
to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That just shows how fucking stupid he is in his head. Like I can't even fathom the
really would love
rage
to see
fit he's gonna throw in November.
I really would. The one thing that I will say though is like this emphasis on the left now about like Kamala's crowd sizes and how many people are rallying to support. I don't give a fuck about that. Like the same way I didn't give a fuck of how many people showed up to Trump rallies. I don't care about how many people show up to Kamala rallies. Like it's cool, it's fine or whatever,
booths.
but it's nothing for me to be like, oh, you see, there's tons of support now. No, fuck it. Who cares? No, those are still like tiny percentages of the amount of people that will vote, right? We're talking about like 160 million Americans are going to vote.
Right.
Who cares about these 20,000 people that show up in a city of 8 million?
Do you see all the pictures and videos of him waving to non-existent crowds, though? Like those
are awesome. I do enjoy those.
Those give me a good chuckle. That's how I start my day. Instead of jerking one out, I like to watch a nice video of Trump waving to an empty parking lot.
I do
same
like
thing. It hits the same.
A Twitter follow I have on my political account is I think his name is Ron Filipkowski.
Yeah. I see that dude. Yep.
Yeah, he's I think he runs one of these like the Midas Touch or one of these YouTube channels that's very left-leaning progressive things. But he always drops some like killer burns on Twitter. He's always
dude. He looks like an old boomer too, bro.
Yes,
he's killing it on Twitter.
That's why I enjoy
mad
it,
respect. Mad props.
It's definitely on that side. All right, that's mostly everything I had on the political side. The only thing I did also want to mention for anyone that loves RFK, he had admitted this week to having a freezer full of roadkill in his basement, and I just thought that was fucking hilarious. For no other, there's no political reason behind that. It's just like, why you got to bring that up, bro? You don't need to admit it. Just let this dead bear story thing go away. Nobody needs to know that you have so much roadkill that you eat so often that you have a freezer full of it in your basement.
He might be weirder than Trump, but Trump is way stupider.
I agree.
Yeah.
And weird apparently is okay.
In his neck of the woods.
Yes.
Let's see. All right. So one of the did you want to? You said you had something to bring up before we get into Hollywood, right?
It was kind of Hollywood-ish. There's a little Hollywood gossip. I saw this article earlier that said George Clooney's coming at our boy. You heard about this? Yeah.
At what boy?
Quentin Tarantino, QT. So apparently, according to George Clooney, so George Clooney's promoting the movie with Brad Pitt. I think it's Wolves on Apple TV.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So during promotions for that, he was making fun of Brad Pitt being cool with Quentin. And he was like, yeah, but, I'm actually like a little irritated by him because of some shit that he said about me recently. And I guess apparently in an interview, or at least according to George Clooney, in one of these interviews where Quentin Tarantino's talking about, true movie stars and people that are just like popcorn movie stars and shit, he basically said that George Clooney was not a movie star. And said like,
that.
Name me a movie that he's done since the millennium. And George Clooney was like, holy shit, that's like my whole fucking career, bro.
That's
like,
what I was going to say, dude. I went back because I read that article. I was like, just out of curiosity, let me go to IMDb and take a look at George Clooney's shit. He had mad movies in there since 2000, bro. That's not... I'm hoping they were just fucking around, like, fucking with your boys. Like, oh, yeah, he's not a movie star. Like, I can't imagine Quentin really thinking that. Because what did George Clooney do, like, previous to 2000 that would have made him, like, a huge, huge movie star?
well, he was in From Dusk Till Dawn, which was like late 90s. Right. So I think that might be the dig is like after he did the movie with me, he's never really done anything of importance.
I hope that's it because he had some
because
he had some
it
bangers.
seemed like
bro.
George Clooney was really pissed about
It
this.
did. It really like basically he was like fuck this dude or something like that.
Something along those lines,
Yeah. He seemed
What do you
heated.
say here? So he says. So now I'm like, all right, dude, fuck off. I don't.
All
mind
right, dude.
giving him
Yeah, that was
shit.
it.
He
All right,
gave me
dude. Fuck
shit.
off. Yeah, I don't agree with. I don't have Quentin's back. If he was being serious, bro, like I don't have Quentin's back on that. I fuck with Clooney like that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what he said, I don't know. But George Clooney, as of...
He's
I
been
don't know.
mostly
I don't really-
directing lately, to be fair.
I
So
don't
lately,
really
yes.
look
but
at anything that he's done past like 2010 and thought like, oh, George Clooney is attached to this. Like, I'm really going to watch this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. That's fair. I mean, I past 2010, I would say that's after all the Vegas movies, right?
Oceans, yeah.
All the Oceans
Yeah, after all
movies.
that's really the only movies that I'm
Yeah.
that I was like, yo, those fuck, you know, because like Up in the Air, sure, like you know, and who the fuck remembers the Ides of March or the Descendants, you know?
I was actually
Yeah,
thinking
The
of the
Descendants, I
Descendants. The
think, was,
Descendants was that was like Oscar
was an
nominated
Oscar
and shit.
nominated,
People
yeah.
won like he was
All right,
he was
that's
banging in
2011.
that.
That's 2011.
Yeah. I mean, just
But
even
all
though
of
even
those
though
are
he
way
is-
past 2000.
I
Yeah, yeah,
never
yeah.
stopped thinking of George Clooney as a movie star though.
Nah,
like
yeah,
that's
you're right,
that's
you're right.
wild to say. Like to throw that around like that. It's crazy, bro.
Sure.
Quentin doesn't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
I also hope it's like some
Yeah.
jockeyal,
some-
you
yeah.
know, ribbing,
ball busting.
ball busting, yeah. But I think the article that I was reading about it was like, to be fair, they haven't been able to find the interview where apparently Quentin Tarantino even said this.
I hope he
So
makes
it-
a statement. I hope he releases something. I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck he's doing. He's been raising a kid. He's got a little kid that's not too old, maybe a couple of years old at most.
Yeah. All right. Well. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Even though he hasn't been in anything crazy, and he's not like a big draw for me.
Sure.
I still look at him like he's a
He's not fucking Kevin Sorbo.
yeah.
Fuck that dude.
Kevin Sorbo.
Did you see? Wait, you see what Kevin Sorbo posted? Yeah, the N
where he
word.
was like,
Oh my
like say, have Kamala say the N word to prove she's a black person, and someone responded and was like, "Have you get an actual acting gig so we can prove you're an actor?"
Right, I think I tweeted. I forget what it was on. I commented and I was like, the only N word Kevin Sorbo hears is no from casting directors, and it got like 1,000 likes, dude. It fucking crushed.
That's a good one.
That is a very good one. Let's see what the fuck Kevin Sorbo has done.
Oh my god, bro!
You're supposed to
my
respond to that and say, "I have a podcast. Follow me on Insensitive Culture."
If you want more
Yes.
bangers like this Kevin Sorbo jab, check
Bro,
out
he-
Insensitive Culture.
He
Check
has
us out on SoundCloud.
consistent work on a bunch of shit that nobody has ever seen.
Of course, they're all like Fox News movies and
Even the sci-fi
Yeah.
channels like, nah,
Christian
we're good,
shit.
Kevin.
Bro, they released another Left Behind last year called The Rise of the Antichrist, and he was in it.
Was he in? I wouldn't be surprised if
still
he
a
was in the
series?
Hunter Biden laptop movie with Gina Carano.
I wouldn't doubt
Right.
that either. Or
What's
in
the name of that movie?
the child trafficking
Jim
movie.
Caviezel.
Yeah,
Oh no, yeah.
they're all in the
He
same
probably
crew.
executive produced both of them.
Yeah, no,
They
he's
should
not
have
getting
like a
those
pack
jobs.
name, like the Drat Pack or some shit.
Yo,
Ooh.
and he has 22 upcoming films, or whatever.
God.
It's 22 upcoming
All straight
projects.
to streaming.
Yeah, I mean nobody's. Yeah,
No, they
none of
they
these-
get
They're all on
released to the
Blaze
local
TV.
library, and you have to get
Yeah.
a library card to rent them from the library. That's the only way you get to see new Kevin Sorbo movies.
the thing on every single one of these is he's listed as a cuck is the character.
Yes.
For
Dash
$12K
cuck.
a year, he's willing to be cucked. So that's lower than all of us, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah. for 12K. That's why he has like 10 of these shits
Word.
every year. Anyway,
He's got to hit that 100.
fuck Kevin Sorbo. One of the biggest events came out. Disney's D23 dropped, and so they announced a bunch of things and dropped a few trailers.
Was it, dude? It was at like midnight West Coast time when that
Yeah,
shit
that was
started.
wild.
Like, were they running late, or was that the plan?
I don't know. It was
not
very
sure.
weird because I remember knowing that it was coming up at some point, and then shit just started popping up on socials. I'm like, oh shit, is that now?
Yeah.
So
And I could have
anyway,
swore that
here's-
they had announced a couple weeks ago that they were going to stream
After
parts
you
of
said
it.
that,
Or
I thought that too. I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything. Not any of it was on Disney Plus, other than a couple of the trailers that were released.
They should do it like dub. Just play it on if you got an Apple TV, like if you got Disney
I think
Plus,
it's
you should be able
multiple
to rock
days.
that.
Is it multiple days?
I think so.
of,
I feel
of
like it's like
keynotes?
I think it's like a weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
that makes sense.
I mean, we've been talking about going to it for so long, but whatever.
Well, these are the I guess the bigger things that were announced at this event. We knew there's a couple of them that we knew about, but they dropped an official trailer for Moana 2, and that is supposed to be hitting theaters in November 27th. They dropped a teaser trailer for Snow White. That is coming in March, the live action Snow White, which, we're all super excited about.
Can't
wait.
Of course.
The one that was they dropped a little quick like teaser snippet of the live action Lilo and Stitch movie, which that looks pretty dope. That they just kind of showed the CGI Lilo Stitch. They showed the CGI Stitch, and I'm like, oh, the kids will fucking like that shit. Now
I had no
the things
idea that was coming, but I'll take it.
I believe I heard something about it, but still dope. They've
Sure.
been pushing Lilo and Stitch a lot lately on like merch and shit like that. So I knew something had to be coming, and that's set to hit the theaters next summer. They announced The Incredibles 3. There's no release date for that, but that was announced. That's dope. I like the Incredibles movies. They always hit. Let's see. Toy Story 5 dropped. They dropped the teaser for Toy Story 5. That is supposed to be dropping in the summer of 2026. From the teaser that they dropped, it seems like the old crew is going to be coming up against the tablets. Like they're going to be, combating the tablets somehow.
Yeah, that's
like their
interesting
natural
about that.
enemy, yeah.
I heard
It
it was
is.
an army of buzzes too that they were going to be
Yes.
fighting against.
Oh, nice.
There's like an army of like 50 buzzes that there was going to be.
Didn't that
like,
happen
one
in
of
part
the-
2?
I don't know. Did it? Part 2?
There was
Toy
I
Story
wouldn't
2.
say an army of buzzes, but there was a big group of buzzes in the box.
Oh,
part
okay,
2.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never had to fight through them, but
And I
anyway,
believe
it's
they said that these would be buzzes stuck on toy mode or something like that.
nice. Well, either way, it does say that here. So let's see, but I can't wait to see like how they approach the whole tablet thing.
That's interesting.
Because my kids, they
Kids
have
don't want
1,000
toys, dog. They want tablets.
Bro,
Yeah.
they have 1,000 toys. They pick one stuffy that they take around with them around the house and shit, and they're on their tablet all fucking day. Frozen 3 was announced as well. That's supposed to be hitting theaters in 2027. Zootopia 2 was also announced, and the two main actors that were tied to that are coming back. and they added I never know how to pronounce his name. Is it Ki Hui Kwan?
Oh yes.
So
I don't know.
Yeah,
But yes.
yeah. I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it, but they
think that might be
also
close.
let's see. They also dropped a trailer for Elio, I believe, like a teaser trailer. They dropped an official trailer for Skeleton Crew, which premieres in December on Disney Plus. I haven't seen it. Did y'all watch this trailer?
I did.
Is it good?
For Skeleton Crew, it looks like it looks interesting. It looks fun. It's more like a Goonies type Star Wars movie because it's all mostly kids.
It's about kids, yeah.
And they
Jude Law, starring
jump
Jude Law.
onto. They fall into a abandoned starship, and that ends up taking off with them on it.
Nice.
And so they blast off into the galaxy, and one of them, I think, ends up being having force powers. And then Jude Law's character shows up at the end, and I was trying to remember, like, was he in something else?
No, this is his debut in Star Wars.
This is his debut. Okay, so
Yes.
I don't know why everybody's so excited about it.
It's just Jude Law.
Just because it's Jude Law. Okay.
Yeah. That's
I didn't know if he was like playing a character that people knew or had ever heard
doubt
of.
it.
I mean, he's a good actor and whatnot, but
Yeah, he's good.
nothing for me to get all super excited. They did, however, have my boy Diego out there, Diego Luna, to talk about Andor season 2.
Yes. Yep. That is
That's what's
also that has also been announced. Obviously, they dropped another trailer for Agatha All Along, because that's supposed to be dropping soonish.
I think that's this
Within the
October
next-
for the Halloween season.
Nice. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Fantastic Four, I guess they dropped a snippet of that,
teaser,
and it was
yeah.
a lot of lot of some scenes that were unfinished and some some images and things of that sort, just to kind of show
First
what's
looks.
going on with that.
It's,
But
it's
yeah, some
real.
first
We're really
looks.
doing it, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's currently filming, and I saw people like really digging in on. Oh, it's so stupid. People are just fucking dumb. People are digging into the one shot of what's his name wearing,
Joseph Quinn.
the costume.
Johnny
yeah,
Storm?
Johnny Storm.
wearing that costume. Like, oh, what a downgrade from the costume that
I saw your
Mr.
threads.
Fantastic.
I saw your threads comment.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, because it's like, are you fucking like you got to be trolling? Like, you got to be trolling us.
Or just stupid. They might not necessarily
Yeah.
be trolls.
Yes. To be like,
Both?
like, what a downgrade. It's like, really? It's set in the fucking 60s. What pissed me off too is that, like, they're claiming to be like an MCU like news site. Like they try to claim that. And it's like, how are you claiming yourself to be like an MCU but it's the little details that you're just not, to start up this. That's why I was like, you got to be trolling with this
Blocked.
stupid ass fucking comment. Anyway, that I can't wait for that. Obviously, that drops in July.
2025?
Fantastic Four. Yes, 2025. I want to say that that's probably the most anticipated movie currently.
Hell yeah.
As far as MCU goes. Daredevil Born Again. They showed a little snippet
went
of that.
off, son. Daredevil
Yeah.
went off.
Yes. And then we have more stuff.
And did
on
we
that in
already
just a
have
second.
confirmation of John Barenthal?
Yeah.
I
I
the
mean, nothing
Punisher?
official. We all
Nothing
kind of
official.
knew
We've
like it
seen-
was
This
out
was
there.
like the official.
Yeah, this was like, hey guys, yeah, you were right. He really is going to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen they weren't hiding the fact
Right.
that he was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the
I
behind
mean, they've
the
already
scenes
filmed
photos
all
of
of
him
it,
and shit.
and they're filming season 2 right now. I think
Yeah.
they said.
Oh, nice.
Which
Yeah,
is
nice.
so there's already a
Great.
season 2 coming.
That's wild. Well, that drops in March. So March 1st.
Damn, March. Ooh, I thought it was gonna be like February or January.
Bro, this
Yeah,
shit
that's
is
still close, bro. That's
It is,
honestly,
it is,
nothing.
but still.
time is like creeping up, bro. We're already getting through August. Yo,
It's almost
March is
GTA
not that
5
far.
time, son. It's
Oh,
almost
for
GTA
real.
5 year.
Yeah.
GTA 5. It's been.
I mean, GTA
5
6 year.
cuz.
GTA 6 year, son. We're almost
been-
there.
It's been GTA 5
For the
decades.
last decade and a half, son.
Avatar 3 is now called Avatar Fire and Ash.
Avatar cock.
Yeah, that's still set for December 2025. Freaky Friday
I thought that was
2
coming out
called
this year for some
Freakier
reason.
Friday. I don't think anybody
Ooh.
wants to fucking watch that shit.
I'm trying to get freakier Fridays, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you trying
Is
to
it Lindsay
I'm
Lohan?
trying-
down?
Yeah, hell yeah. Her and Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm trying to get a trizzy going.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
wasn't know you was down with Lindsay Lohan like that. My bad, cuz. My bad.
Still bad, son. You seen her?
Yeah. she is
As
still
of
bad.
late, yeah, no, she looks like
She back on it, son. She back. She's doing better than
she back
Amanda
on.
Bynes. I'll give her that.
I mean, that's a pretty low
It's a
bar.
low bar. It's a low
Yeah, it's a
bar. I
real
know.
low bar,
Don't
son.
take much to get me going.
We'll take what's her name, the Catch Me Outside girl, Bad Baby, before we go.
Hell
anywhere
yeah,
near
we
Amanda
will.
Bynes.
Hell yeah, we will.
Complain.
Tron Ares, that hits theaters in October 2025. They announced that. A new movie with The Rock called Monster Jam. It's about monster trucks. That's set to drop at some point. There's no release date for that. Something else that we ain't hear of, and they dropped the Elio teaser. So those
Moana
were
2, you said that one already?
which one?
Moana
Elio.
2.
Oh yeah, Moana.
Yep, Moana. That was the first one.
Isn't there a
Moana
live
too.
action Moana coming?
There
Yes,
is, but they didn't
that's
touch on
working.
it because I think they're trying
Oh.
to stay away while they promote.
Yeah, they're not
Moana
trying
2.
to step on the fucking Moana 2.
Moana 2.
Right.
Okay.
Mufasa, the
Oh yeah, that one too.
the CGI film for
Lion King prequel.
Didn't
Yeah.
the Lion King like live action do shitty? Like, why are they?
That does surprise me
doubling
that
down.
they went
I thought
back
they were
to it.
cleaning up, getting
Yeah,
tightening things up there, and they're like, oh, let's go back to
but
this
this
bullshit
one must
that
be
didn't work.
good.
Well, it is
They
all
seemed
CGI,
like they-
so they've worked a lot on this and spent a lot of
Yeah.
money. So
Okay.
even if they were
And it seems
cleaning
like
up,
they-
if that
they-
shit made it 75%,
one of the
through.
biggest complaints about the live action Lion King was that there was no emotion in the animals because of the fact that they look like real animals. And it seems like they may have addressed that a little bit. Like they still are not cartoony, but it seems like their eyes are just a little bit bigger.
A little more
and
puppy
there's
dog.
a little bit
A little
more,
more
emotion.
puppy dog, like-
yeah.
Yeah, I get
But
it.
either
That's what they
way,
need.
it's there's not only the it's a different director. Jan Favreau's not doing it, but another huge cast, and I believe Lin-Manuel is doing the music on this one. So
Nice.
So at least the
hopefully
soundtrack
they
will
have
be
some-
tight.
hopefully,
Right.
It'll be
Hopefully, we'll see.
Moana-esque.
We will see. Let's see.
Mandalorian Grogu, you mentioned that one.
Not yet. I'm going down through the list.
Okay.
So Ironheart, they confirmed Ironheart will be premiering on Disney Plus sometime in 2025. And then the one you mentioned, Mr. Diego Luna is reprising his role in season 2 of Andor, and that is also set to drop in sometime in 2025. Can't wait for that.
I think that's
Says-
it, right? It's just 2 seasons, and then it goes right into Rogue.
Yes, from my understanding, yes.
Because he said this was spanning 4 years
Yes.
of Cassian's life.
Mandalorian and Grogu. Did they drop any trailers or anything? No, they ain't
Nah.
doing anything, right? That hasn't even
They were just sweating each other on stage.
for sure. That's pretty much what I'd expect. Percy Jackson and the Olympian season 2. That has been confirmed. They dropped an official teaser for the second season there. I gotta go back and watch that first season of that. I think I started it and didn't finish it. I remember liking the movies. Like they were pretty decent. They were all right.
They were all right.
Yeah. I'd be down to watch the show with one of the kids or some shit. But that was it. Those were the major things that were announced during D23.
There was also some updates on the Disney parks. And
Yes,
from what I understood, there was
just
like
went with the
23
Hollywood
announcements.
stuff. Yeah. No. I mean, I wasn't gonna go through and with the announcements for the parks, but the one thing that I did see that sounded pretty cool was that they are doing a Monsters Inc. ride in the Hollywood Disney parks.
Nice.
Yep.
And it's gonna be the first like suspended roller coaster that they have there.
Yeah, I
which
think
is
you're
cool.
going to be in the closet door factory or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
The doors,
Yeah.
the hanging doors.
When's that come out?
is cool.
Ash has been trying to get me to go down to Disney and Universal in Anaheim. They say when that shit's gonna.
No, they just
I think
announced
most
it,
of
so I don't
the
think
most of the park announcements are not for many years.
Fuck.
There's at least some stuff. So at least that Monsters Inc. one is in the Orlando Hollywood Studios park, and so that's and I think that's also like a 26, 27 time frame.
Bro, we're getting a Super Mario World in the Orlando
Yeah, that's an epic
The Universal.
Universal.
Yeah, the epic universe.
Oh man, I gotta take the kids to that.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
gonna
yeah,
be
it's
pretty
Crazy.
I'm about to go. I gotta go to the California Disneyland one too, because that Super
Yeah.
Mario shit looks just fucking fire, bro.
It does.
Need to-
It does,
I
but
need
this
to-
one-
I need to be there.
Oh, that was the difference. Is the one out there is Super Mario. The one in Florida is Super Nintendo.
Oh.
So it's like a bigger world. It's supposed to be like the
Okay.
biggest one in the country or some shit like that.
Y'all gotta flex on us over there.
But
on the
it's
East Coast, all
like
right?
Donkey Kong Country. It's all of them. Like they're
That's
all
dope.
getting sections or whatever. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, that whole Epic
we
Universe
gotta
park
plan it.
looks almost too large to believe. Like there's so many things that they're adding. There's like 6 new worlds that they're creating. It's almost a whole
whole new Disney,
park.
right? Yeah.
Well, it's Universal Studios,
Oh, right.
but yeah, it's like another Harry Potter area, another freaking the Super Nintendo world, a monster universe that they're gonna have. But which also on that note, I think it in response to that is one of the Disney parks is going to be a villains, and they said that it's not going to be like a cartoony, villains. It's going to be like a scary park to actually go through.
Shit.
So we'll see if Disney's
Damn.
able to pull that off.
Like Thanos and shit, right?
So there's also an Avengers park.
Ah, okay. I thought I saw
that's
something
coming to
about
Disney.
that.
It's that one will be in the California Disney. They're like expanding the I think it's Avengers Park or something along those lines. Nice. And they'll have like Thanos will be there, and there's like this whole new
It was like King
ride.
Thanos.
Yeah, I think King Thanos. And there's like a ride with like you're on these arms and shit, and you like move. It's like the Tony Stark flight lab or something like that.
Yeah.
that shit looks cool. A lot of dope, crazy technology is being implemented at these Disney parks. I can't wait to see what else they come up
Yeah,
with.
man, I gotta get my money up, man. I gotta start taking these trips to letting these kids watch this shit and do all this fun ass shit.
It's
That
about
shit is
it's
gonna cost
getting
an arm and a
getting
leg.
that time. This is the Disney impact. Like people take their kids to Disney when they're like young, and they've never. It's not worth the money that you spend. I think it's.
But you're right there.
From like 8 and up is when they can actually enjoy,
Comprehend it,
absorb, and comprehend
remember
and really
it. Yeah,
appreciate.
form.
So anything beyond those years is when it's worth it.
Nice. Let's see. Since we were talking about MCU-ish, and we talked about Daredevil Born Again, Vincent D'Onofrio came out and said that the series is going to go, quote unquote, much further with the violence than the Netflix series did. And specifically, he said there was one thing in particular that his character does that he couldn't believe made the cut. So
I don't know how
what the fuck was that?
So I would love to believe him. I think it's that's music to our ears, right? But he's not in the editing room, right? I don't think that he knows exactly. Like, they allowed him to act something. They allowed him to complete a scene, and he knows that scene made it into the show. But how do they show that scene in the final cut?
Right.
Is something that he hasn't seen yet. Probably.
How bad are we talking? Like, Homelander ripped a dude apart, like in half in the last fucking season of The Boys. Are we talking like that kind of violence?
No, he's saying it's going to be worse than the
Netflix show.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to put that on like where in the ranks of like Netflix, Daredevil, and The Boys are we talking?
It ain't gonna be there.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be there. However, the success of, and I was reading an article earlier today that discussed that, but the success of Deadpool and Wolverine and the rated R, category and everything, will only improve like these types of shows, right? Like they'll see that this is what people want. So a show like Daredevil, when they can just throw the mature, logo on there and pretty much go ham, they'll know that this is what people want, right? And they already started with a level of understanding that people wanted the Netflix show because of, how kind of, quote unquote raw it was and how violent it was. People wanted that. So I don't think it's that out of the realm, like just short of fucking having like sex scenes and shit like that, of them like pushing the envelope. I think now more than ever, Marvel is trying to push that envelope. They're not trying to. They already did the safe. I guess if you want to call it woke, I hate that fucking term. But they already went that route and it didn't exactly pan out for them. So it's not surprising to me that if
what are we
with a show
about?
like this,
which route?
Daredevil,
What route?
They already went the safe, like the safe route when they're trying to please, I don't know if it's please everybody because you can't. Yeah, like the She-Hulk route, right? Where it's like everything is kind of bubblegum and, it's just like, we're going to cater to certain audiences and be that squeaky clean-ish type of brand. That didn't work out. So now people want the raw, people want the gritty, and with Deadpool and Wolverine proving that, being their most successful movie since Endgame and Infinity War. Yeah. They want that shit. They want it. So they're going to, they're going to let them fucking do as much as they can.
I want to see the new Disney ham limit. Like, how ham are they going to let these people go on these shows? Like, I know Daredevil was one thing, but I feel like their Daredevil vision and what Ryan Reynolds was trying to do, I don't think they're just going to give fucking these shows like, carte blanche to start fucking ripping dicks off and shit. Like, I'm just curious
I don't think it's gonna go that
where
far.
that line is going to be. I'm curious
I don't think they're
to see
be ripping
how
dicks
hard,
off.
The Netflix one went pretty fucking hard, dude. Like,
sure.
For them to be like,
but that's my point is like right now there's a mature setting on Disney. Right. Yeah. On the Disney Plus app, there's a mature setting that only certain people can, and you could put a passcode so that your kid don't accidentally, log in there. They did as much as they could to make sure that they know that there is a certain section in here that just goes ham. So Deadpool is on there. Like the movies are there. The Netflix shows are now there. So why would they not allow this? You know, why would they?
I mean, they got Alien on there too.
Yeah, why would they pull back the reins on something when they already added these specific things to allow you to watch these movies that weren't initially made by them, but now they're a part of, this world, and you can see all of that. So why not allow you to now allow them to make these shows in that same, in as graphic as those shows are?
I mean, I think once I saw, and understandably, it's a slightly different, and it came in with expectations. But once I saw Deadpool and you got Wolverine literally fisting two dudes at the same time,
yes,
and they were going back and forth, and I was like, Disney has thrown it all in. They know that kid views are not where the money is in this in the comic in the Marvel world. The money is all in the old nerds like us, and old nerds want violence and rage and sexual innuendos,
But no cocaine.
but no cocaine.
Yeah, but no cocaine.
Feige said no cocaine.
I'm okay with that.
None. Yeah. Anyway,
Word.
so I'm still looking forward to that to Daredevil for sure. Can't wait for that.
Hell yeah. Did you guys watch the actual teaser? I mean, it was just leaked. It was people recording it and playing it, so
No,
it wasn't
I
like an
didn't get a
HD,
chance
but the full trailer is out there that somebody like just recorded on their phone.
I
while they were
gotta
watching
go
it.
watch
So
that. I haven't.
yeah,
I
no,
gotta check it.
it's legit, dude. Fucking Matt Murdock goes off.
Nice.
So then what are you talking about? If you've seen him go off, then you know how hard they go.
Well, no, they don't show like any gore or anything like that, but like
okay.
you see this rageful fucking
Gotcha.
Matt Murdock, and you're like, yo, he's about to fucking wreck some shit. I want to know how much shit he's about to wreck is all.
Did it give you those Netflix Daredevil vibes?
It did. The fight scenes, bro, that they showed of him, because like they showed some hand-to-hand combat, some close quarters shit, bro, and it was
I seen
intense,
the Thunderbolts trailer earlier today, and it was interesting the way the person that uploaded did it. Like it was, it was the full screen of the Captain America New World Order trailer, and then they had a square. They had 3 squares overlaid on top of it. And 2 of them were also the Captain America New World Order trailer. And then in the center middle one was the leaked trailer. And I was like,
brilliant.
This is so difficult to watch, but also brilliant because it'll at least last, 4 hours longer on YouTube.
Let you get a peek at it before they yank it. Yeah.
Yep.
Smart.
So yeah, I want to see this Daredevil.
Yeah,
leak.
catch the trailer, the teaser leak there. It was like a couple minutes long. It was fire.
Nice.
I think I may have it here, but it's up to you. You want to watch that on the show or no? We'll leave that for our own viewing pleasure.
Nah, just send it to me. I'll watch it later.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
All right.
Later.
All right. Well, it was easily found on YouTube. But yeah. This was just more of an interesting thing. I have a couple things, but it is getting kind of late, so we could probably leave it off on here. But very interestingly, Joaquin Phoenix, we know, is a great actor, doesn't really shy away from much. Apparently, he dropped out of a movie that's directed by Todd Phillips 5 days before filming was supposed to start because he got quote unquote cold feet.
The fuck was the movie?
It was a gay movie. He was playing like gay lovers and shit. Like it was gonna be intense.
Yeah, it says the movie was a 1930s set gay detective romance, co-starring Danny Ramirez.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
I mean,
I
5
also
days though.
read
You
that-
signed on for this though.
I read that he brought the movie to them. Like Joaquin Phoenix brought the movie to the studio and says, "Hey, we should do this. I want to do this." And then 5 days before dropped out, and nobody can get any money back. He said millions are lost. People are out of jobs. Like everyone is fucked now, basically. That Joaquin was backed
they
out
said
of
that
it.
literally everything was like riding on Joaquin Phoenix, and now the movie is at a dead stop. Like there's no way they can move forward without him. And he just
they can't even replace him with somebody and be like, "I play this role." Like it was him or nobody, basically, is what I didn't get the specifics, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's released a statement either. Like so, like I don't know. Maybe something happened. Maybe it was a family. Like I don't know.
No,
what
he
exactly
said
happened.
he got cold feet.
He said that. He came out and said that. That wasn't a source close to him saying he got cold feet.
I think it was his manager or some shit said he got cold feet. So I mean, at least that's what they're reporting as of right now. Until he says something.
I just want to hear him say something before I condemn him and and these poor people out of jobs, key grips, and whatnot.
Yeah. It says move. Yeah, I guess they're taking legal action against him. Obviously, because if he tried to do this, or you know, and everything was set 5 days though, that's
broken
crazy.
A contract. Yeah,
that is so unprofessional. Like you,
for sure.
Like even if you didn't bring it to them, you signed on for this,
right? You're obligated. That's your job. Like I have to go to work tomorrow because I have a job. Like that was his job.
Fuck.
I can't just say, "Hey guys," they'll be like, "Hey, that's not cool. Fuck you."
I would have just told everybody I had COVID.
Yeah, there you go. Tell them
I mean,
COVID ain't shit. They're like, bro, put on a
then
mask, get your
long-term
fucking
COVID.
ass in here, start banging dudes.
That would
It's
be
long term. It's the deadly one.
I got the long COVID. That's the stupidest shit. Long
I got
COVID.
that BDE COVID.
No,
But
everyone
SDE.
declined to comment.
I bet.
It says the actor is indeed known to get cold feet ahead of filming on various projects. So this isn't even his first
time
soiree into that. He threatened to leave Napoleon. Huh? Yeah.
How much to fill in for him in this role?
It says two sources tell. It says he threatened to leave Ridley Scott's Napoleon unless Paul Thomas Anderson was brought in to do rewrites. Like he's just.
Damn. Did Paul Thomas Anderson get called in for rewrites on Napoleon?
I guess so.
He must have because the
y'all see
movie
that?
may got. No,
Yeah,
I didn't. I
facts.
should though. I'm gonna
saw
watch
it.
it now. If Paul Thomas Anderson had a hand in it,
I
I'd fuck with him.
Word.
Catch any Paul Thomas Anderson-ness to it. It was an okay movie.
Napoleon didn't drink anybody's milkshake up.
Oh.
You said it was just
and how
okay?
much would it be for
Yeah, it
me
was all
to do a gay role as a gay detective?
Super gay detective in the 30s.
Super
gay
gay.
Puerto Rican detective in the 30s.
I mean, it's just acting.
There you go.
I'm
Exactly.
not actually gay.
Yeah, simulated sex.
I mean, if someone calls it like, yo, you will get Joaquin Phoenix's entire salary to reprise or to take over this role, right? I probably still turn that shit down.
Damn.
That says something. That says a lot,
wild.
dog. That says
That's
a lot.
wild.
You see me pounding dudes on screen like a motherfucker, son.
I gotta be like, wait,
For his
hold on.
salary?
Let me see the script. Let's see how crazy this gets. What are we doing here? Oh, nah, this clapping cheeks.
Oh, there's cheek.
Nah,
All right,
I'm good.
kidding me? What you think? They're just fucking
No, you
necking?
ain't actually-
You think they're
Todd
necking in the
Phillips?
30s?
Yeah.
You ain't actually clapping cheeks. You know, you just gotta rub your bare dong against
All right,
his bare
all right.
ass.
Tell
Like,
tell your
okay.
man's to bend over, and you're gonna fake pound him. See how that feels.
These are Merkins, bro. These.
I don't give a fuck about pubes, bro. Shave your shit. I'm
There's
trying to not have a
um,
dick rubbed on my ass, son.
What's that? There's a
Facts.
counselor on set.
The sexual the
consent
romance
counselor?
coordinator. What was it they
Romance
called?
coordinator.
Something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Nah, they got my back. They got my back.
Yeah, they got your back all right when you're bent the fuck over and fucking downward facing dog.
Yeah.
Camera in your face and Paul Thomas Anderson on set. Attaboy.
Yeah. Oh man, that's but that's why I just thought that was
I was hoping we were
very
going to talk about that. I
unprofessional
forgot
about
about that.
I just thought that was very unprofessional of him.
For sure. For sure.
You know, for being Joaquin Phoenix and being somebody that's respected 5 days before shooting, that's rough.
Yeah. I want to hear him say something before I bug out.
Yeah. Last thing I will bring up is Eli Roth's Borderlands. I believe that came out. Did it actually drop?
It did drop, yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately
yeah.
for the world.
Yes, and it receives terrible reviews. It had a 0 Rotten Tomato score for quite a few days.
Long enough.
What is it at? What is it at right now? Do we know?
It was at 3 or 4% when we were busting balls in the chat the other day,
Sure.
but
I'm sure it's.
I can't
it's
imagine it's gone up too much. I'm still thinking single digits.
No. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's. Borderlands is at 9% currently.
Nice single digits.
Yeah. With how many reviews? With 123 reviews, the audience score is at 53%.
Bad audience.
So still
audience
not
score.
good. Yeah, and all I keep seeing is that Eli Roth came out and said that he or people in the movie came out and said that they pretty much shot a rated R movie and the whole film was completely redone by the studios and re-edited to be a what is it?
PG-13.
PG-13.
Yep.
It was completely re-edited, so it makes no sense.
All right.
So now people, people are calling for the Eli Roth cut of this movie.
Ooh, the
that may
Roth
actually
cut. I
be
can
good.
respect that. That.
Yeah. So, so he shot one movie. They decided to edit it to for a different audience.
Make
so
it
I can
family
see
friendly.
how that may not mesh well.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah. So, and then, Eli Roth, man, he's going to fucking make some brutal ass shit.
Right.
Usually.
So I would fuck with a.
Why
with a Roth
hire
cut.
Eli Roth if you're gonna just cut it to a fucking PG-13? Like,
Who knows why
that's
these fucking studios
the
do what
stupidest fucking shit, dude. I hoped all of that's true, and whatever fucking studio did that, they deserve every fucking piece of negative bullshit that comes out about that movie. I don't feel bad at all.
So for the first time in a while, because David Ayer, you can go fuck yourself on that Ayer cut of Suicide Squad. We still don't want that bullshit.
Nah.
Even if it's decent, we don't want it. We don't care.
No.
Time is come and gone. Eli Roth, I would want a Roth cut of Borderlands. I would much rather watch that than whatever the fuck is getting this negative ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're good on that.
Yeah, the reshoots fucked that one up.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Do y'all have anything else to add to this stellar conversation, gentlemen?
I fucked with all of the Umbrella Academy since we last recorded. The last season was only 6 episodes that dropped on Thursday, so I did 2 a night till we finished them, and it was tight. It ended like like you would expect an Umbrella Academy type show to end. I fucked with all of it. I'm sad that it's gone. I'll miss it.
Yeah, I'm on like episode 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So I fucked with that also.
Yeah, same. I think I'm on episode 4. And it is seemingly doing what Umbrella Academy does, which is going and being all over the place.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
it's not a show that now that I've gotten to where I'm at, I believe in episode 4, it's not a show I can watch late at night in bed.
You get sleepy.
It's just there's so much going on. I get sleepy and then I wake up and I missed and
Everything.
I'm completely lost. I'm like, what the fuck is going on now?
You
Not
could be
gonna
awake
lie.
and be
Rewind it
completely
again
lost.
Exactly. You have to really pay attention. Anything.
I'm not gonna lie, that's how I feel about House of
the.
the Dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, also fair.
Yeah. Ash fell asleep like bi-weekly watching House of the
Bro,
Dragon.
I've seen, like, I have to rewatch a couple of episodes because I'm just like nodding off, bro.
I don't
I'm
think you
just probably not.
It was a
Probably
setup
not.
season. The entire season was just a setup for next season.
Yeah.
Well, then that's fair.
I mean, you still want to finish it, but I don't know that you need to be like so hung up on the details.
Watch the recaps.
Unless there's
of the-
specific things that you're like, whoa, why are they celebrating
Yeah.
something or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
where do these people come from? Yeah, you might want to rewind it.
That
and
could be
watch
the name of the
previous
show.
episode.
Watch that.
Where did these people come from? Where did these people come from?
Who the fuck are these people?
Who the fuck are these people?
Yeah.
Who can fly dragons? Huh?
Where
What?
did
Yeah.
Yeah.
they get in the hair straightener?
I still fuck with it all though. I wasn't mad at any of it.
I'm not
like-
mad.
Yeah. No,
I'm
it's
definitely-
good so
just
far.
sucks that we
I
got to
just-
wait 2 more
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, for sure.
It's good so far. I just oh man, it's a struggle for me to stay awake.
Actually, I think what I really enjoy is the behind the scenes show, the house that the dragon built.
Yeah.
I've seen almost every episode, and it makes you understand, even though when you watch it, you're like, there's not that much story, and there's barely any dragon fights or wars. Like,
Right.
how is this one of the most expensive TV shows ever built? And then you watch the behind the scenes, and you're like, Jesus Christ, these people put so much extra attention. Like there was something where I remember in one of the episodes, they were talking about like the clothes that they were wearing and how they like weathered the clothes for 3 weeks before they
Jesus.
gave it to the actors to wear. Like they did weathering effects to just make these clothes seem like no other TV show or half of the movies even put in that much effort to make things seem so real and grounded. And that's one of the things that I've always appreciated about the Game of Thrones world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta check that out then.
Yeah, just finish that up. I finally finished
Banger
The
up.
Boys.
Yeah.
What a fucking show.
What a fucking show is right.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see
Yeah.
where that goes.
Wifey said she thinks she's done. She don't think she's gonna make
She don't
it
need to watch that.
the next episode, next season. She's like, I think this is the last season I can get through this.
I mean, she could
it's
just
just
watch one
so
more
much.
season and that's the end.
I agreed,
Just
but I
saying.
think she's basically like, I have no. You could finish it on your own. I'm
Like
good.
I don't give a fuck about this
Yeah.
show at all.
It's just wild. Like they just continuously elevate from the previous seasons, and it never. You think that it stopped, and it just hasn't.
She's got Gen V. She's got the Vought prequel. She's got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
I don't think she. Yeah, I don't think she watched it.
It's fair. That's fair.
Johnny has a lot to look forward to.
Yes.
100%.
100%. All right, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Sounds good. Well, then you know what that means. Guys, thank you for tuning into this episode. You made it this far. That means you fuck with us, so we fuck with you. Remember to rate, review, subscribe to the podcast, wherever it is that you are listening or watching. Also, remember to sign up for our subscription so you can catch a little bit of the banter before we start recording this show. We always throw a little bit extra in there for you. It's only $1, so it's not too crazy, but you can enjoy that. Also, remember to go to insensitivemerch.com, cop yourself some gear, some nice shirts, a couple things to rep your favorite pod out in the world. Other than that, we'll catch you next week, folks. We love you. Peace.